What's up, guys? Today I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you level up faster if you're just getting into New World, to help you experience the endgame by the time the beta ends. Now, I've been grinding like crazy, so excuse the colonial drip for a second. So, all jokes aside, the first tip is to take a hatchet with Berserk. Specifically, Berserk is a nasty ability that gives you 20% bonus damage while active for 15 seconds. And the true thing that makes it insane is it has 2 passives that give you 20% movement speed as well while it's active. And every 5 seconds that it's active, you gain a pretty sizable chunk of your health back. And over the course of the 15 seconds, it feels like it restores somewhere around about 30% of your overall health. And the reason the ability is just absolutely insane is that it lasts 15 seconds and goes on a 15-second cooldown after it ends. So every 15 seconds, you're gonna have this up, and there's no penalty to your movement speed, so it's just a flat 20% speed bonus every 15 seconds, which is absolutely insane. And this is by far one of the most important things for speed leveling because it cuts out so much time on running back and forth, and trust me, you're gonna be doing a lot of that. Now, the second tip is to follow the main quest line and skip as many enemies as possible on the way. The main quest line is where you're going to get the big chunk of experience from. And usually what ends up happening is the side quests that you do, like the town projects, the faction quests, they tend to be on the opposite side of the region, and it's a massive time sink for not a whole lot of reward. You only get a little bit from these, and it's nothing in comparison to blazing through the story quest if you can. And sadly, on top of that, the enemies give a very small amount of XP for the time that it takes to kill them. Enemies are a little bit tanky in New World, and they take a little bit of time unless you're out leveling them, and that tiny amount of XP that they give is honestly just not even worth it. So I just end up skipping them, running by them with Berserk active, and they just cannot touch me. Now, the third tip is use camps, fast travels, and death where possible. Now, camps are amazing. You can have a spawn point all the way across the map if you want, and I think the only thing that gets rid of camps is if you log out. So you can keep them up as long as you log in, and you can set them beside a quest giver that you know you're going to frequently travel to, and just use them as a means of fast travel back and forth. The only thing you need to do is die to make that work, which you don't really lose anything from dying. All you have to do is repair your equipment a little bit and you're good to go. Also, fast travel. I would be fast traveling everywhere I possibly could. So far, I've not even come close to running out of Azoth, and I fast travel anywhere possible. That gets me closer to the main quest. I always fast travel. Trust me, you're gonna have enough Azoth to just keep doing it over and over and over. So take that advantage wherever you can. And also, touching more on the death and the camps, if you're out far away from anything and you can't fast travel or recall to your inn, sometimes the best thing to do is to just die to an enemy if possible, or drown, and then respawn at the closest town so that way you can fast travel to wherever you need to go. And once again, you don't really lose anything from that. It's just one of the best ways to do it. Now, tip 4 is to use external sites like New World Fans, New World Maps, and New World Forge. New World Fans is probably one of the best ones. They have a section for like build guides. You can see other people's builds. You can post your own builds. They have a map as well with resource locations, basically everything you would need all in one spot. And New World Maps, they also, well, of course they have a map which has all the resource locations, and New World Forge also basically does everything. They have a map, they have guides, they have builds. So there's plenty of options when it comes to external sites to help you find stuff for quests, because let me tell you, there's going to be a few where you're going to need to find something, and you don't even try asking general chat, trust me. Now, tip number 5 is going to be a little bit of a controversial one. And if you're just trying to speed level, don't turn on PvP. You don't really get much from it. The rewards are kind of lame, and it's sad. But in my server, at least, there's not much PvP going on anyways. And half the time it happens, It's somebody that either out levels you or somebody that's way below your level. And it's just not fun for anybody involved, really. Because you just stomp the low level or the high level just stomps you. You know it's coming. And sadly, for specifically leveling, I would just leave it off. It's more of a nuisance than anything. Because people will come up behind you when you're low health and just one-shot you. I mean, if you like playing that way, go for it. But I don't want to have to deal with that while I'm leveling. So that's all of the tips, and I hope it helps you guys a lot. I just wanted to throw together a quick video to help you guys out, to help you hit in-game, find out if the game's right for you, if you want to keep playing. It's a little bit of a grind, so you might as well make it a little bit easier on yourself. And if you enjoyed any part of it, or if any part of it helped you, consider subscribing or maybe liking the video. I hope to see you all in game, and as always guys, have a good one.